G'day, I'm Bender. This is my truck camper, about halfway through the build, and I've learned a lot on YouTube, so I thought I'd pay it back a bit and show you guys a couple of things that I've come across and sort of how it looks halfway through a build. I decided not to do like a frame by frame from when I first started. I thought, no, you know what, just going to do something and show a few people. So check this out. Right, so you don't need to see my pretty face much anymore. So this is what we got. I've been building with Horse the cat. Right, so here she is. It's pretty big. Haven't used anyone's specific design, but I've sort of used a combo of a whole lot of people's on YouTube, and you know what, I'm pretty happy with it. Right, so there's the back of the truck, so it goes out, I think it's about 900. Okay, now the front goes fully over the cab of the truck, so I've had to reinforce that a little bit, and I've done the whole thing with poor man's fiberglass. Now, if you don't know what poor man's fiberglass is, don't worry, neither did I until I was starting to do some research on building campers and whatever. So it's just painter's hessian and glued onto the plywood and then painted. Whole bunch of paint. And I watered down the paint. And I'll give you a bit of a tip at the end of this video about how to save a whole bunch of money with your paint. So, but what I plan on doing now that I've done about 5 odd coats of the paint onto the hessian canvas, I'm going shopping. Going to get some stuff for the edges here. I'm going to get, I think, 50 by 50 angle plastic, and I'm going to get some Sikaflex, and I'm going to glue it on and get the most expensive freaking construction adhesive I can freaking find. It's going to cost me a pretty penny, but I think it's the way to go. Now what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to spray bed liner under it, because you see with this canvas here, you can see these joints. Now I'm hoping when I spray the bed liner onto it, it's going to mask it a fair bit. We'll soon find out. To be honest, I don't really care if it doesn't mask it too much, but yeah, because I struggled with this. Now underneath in the corners and whatever, I've pretty much, I haven't done the poor man's fiberglass underneath. I've just painted it, and no more skills or no more gaps, all the corners, and then I'm going to spray the bed liner into it. And yeah, but I'm using a different kind of bed liner, which I'll show you in a sec. Once I'll give you a tour on the inside, I'll show you the bed liner I'm using. Excuse me. So let's have a look inside. I'll show you a little bit of a problem I had. Right, first problem you'll see is all of this black mold. It's nasty. Right, now I've sprayed it and I've killed it. So I need to sand it back, and I'm going to spray it again, and hopefully she don't come back. But the problem I had is because I'm building this outside, and before I could waterproof it, went away for work for a few weeks, come back, and the tarp I put on, she got water underneath it, and it just saturated the whole thing. So I had some issues in there. So I suggest anyone that's going to build a truck camper out of timber, like I've done here, that you make sure she stays dry. Now Australia's been pretty fucking wet, so everyone in Australia has mold issues right now, so I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, I made this whole thing out of 42 by 19 mil pine, and I joined every single piece. I can't remember the name of the joining tool. It was pretty awesome. And yeah, so I've got about 1,000 screws in this bastard. Every single piece is screwed in, and I've I've liquid nailed all of the plywood on, all except for right at the front at the cab is all 7mm ply, and I think I used 15mm ply for the front there because she was sagging a bit and it needed to needed some structural stability. Right, now also on the workstation here, right, I've got 60mm by 19 all the way along, and the insulation I've got here is foam board. I've used 20mm foam board and I've stacked them 3 high. I'm thinking I might get some gap filler. I think Sally's do a gap filler or expandable foam before I put the base of the workstation in. Glue it in and screw it in, and should be all good. I haven't done anything to the interior because I've been focusing on getting it waterproofed, and it is waterproof now. Yeah, what other issues have we got? Okay, so the ceiling, I wish I'd used 60mm instead of 40mm for the ceiling. And then I'd also wished I'd actually built, I'd supported it a whole lot more, because I had to sort of reinforce it a bit here, and also in the middle of it. Once I've got the base of the bed in, then I'm going to fix this to the ceiling, so it sort of makes this a bit more stable and it actually gives full support to the ceiling. So once that's in, I have to wait until I've got the base of the bed in, because I won't get the sheets of ply in until I do that. But that's going to give a whole lot extra stability to the entire camper, so that'll be good. And so I'm either going to mount it to here and go straight up, or I'll do it from the floor. I'm just not sure yet. I have to figure that one out. So I'm going to put my batteries at the front here, just because batteries are a bit more heavier. And so at the moment I've just got an arc pack. That's all I'm going to be using to start with. I'm not really going to be using it much, just to power a couple of things, my fridge and a couple other things. And in here I'll put the kitchen. Probably have my fridge right along here. I saw someone on YouTube do their fridge right there. I liked it. And don't know what I'm going to do at the back here. Might just storage of all kinds of stuff. Same in the back corner here. And on this side, I'll probably have a bench, a nice cushion bench, and maybe like a swing out table or something like that. Now, because I've extended this bed out to the main part of the cab, did this for a couple reasons. First, I wanted a full queen size bed mattress. Didn't want to be clamped up to the front. And also I'm going to need storage anyway. So this is going to be just like a bit of a storage area. Don't mind losing that little bit of space there. Probably put some cupboards or something up the top up here. Haven't figured that out yet. On the side of the bed, I'll have some space all along both sides of the beds. Maybe put some lights in or something like that, and some windows. I'm not sure if I should put a nice big front window or not. I haven't figured that part out yet. And maybe a skylight. I've been told get some proper ventilation, so get something going through here. So we'll go outside here. Here's the door. You can paint the door like she's black. I don't know how it's going to go. I really should have got the one with the rounded edges, I've been told, but it is what it is. Now the legs I got here, I don't know if I got the right ones here, but that's what I'm going to use. So I've got four of these, extendable, heavy as a bastard, fully extendable legs. I need to go to my uncle's place and weld up some angle brackets to mount it onto the camper. It's going to do all 4 sides there. What else we got here? Right, now I got this here, Brophy tie down camper straps. Right, I don't know if you've researched these. I've had a look into them. They seem to be the way to go for tying down your camper if you're only going to be using it a little bit. Like, I don't think my camper is going to be too heavy because I'm not putting showers in and all kinds of like crazy, like some of the guys do in the States. I'm not going to do anything like that, so I decided I'm going to give this Brophy tie down thing. It mounts to the inside of the bed of the ute, and then got these eyelets here. She's a serious eyelet, this one, and mount it to the side of the truck and clamp it down with a bolt of some description. Okay, now the paint I'm going to use. Oh, speaking of paint, I did tell you I was going to tell you a bit of a secret about the paint to save some money. What I did was, because I'm spraying it with bed liner, right? This bully liner, spraying it lightning grey. This stuff sticks like shit to a blanket, mate. It's great. It's what they use. Well, I've sprayed it onto the back of my ute, and I've put heaps of like loads of wood and everything. It's only a little few chips here and there. It's good stuff. So that's why I'm using the bully liner. It's made from recycled tires. It's water based, so you don't have to add a hardener to it. And yeah, I'm a big fan. I think I make it in Australia too, so always a big fan of that. I've got 8 litres of it, so I'm going to do around about 2 coats. Now I don't have to do 2 thicker coats because I've already painted the bed of it, the base of it. So what I did to save some money was I went to the paint store, and you see there, got 15 litres of paint for something like $40. I got another. Hold on, we'll unzoom here. We'll go back to normal. Right, yeah. So I got all up 25 litres of paint for I think $65. That's external Dulux like weather shield paint, and it's just the reason I got it so cheap is because it was a stuff up tint. Now, because I'm spraying the bed liner over the top of it, it don't matter what the colour is underneath. I've got it like, it's a bit of a greyish, it's a bit lighter than I'd anticipated, but the bed liner is going to spray to it, and you're not going to know what colour's underneath. So that's why you just go to your paint store, you say, hey guys, I'm going to stuff up, I want to buy some stuffed up tinted paint, and they'll get that to you. So it's a good tip for saving a bit of money. Okay, now these here, we put these at the front, at the top, five truck lights. I got 10 of these. I don't know if I'm going to use all 10. The clearance lights, I might use all 10. And I got a whole bunch of these for the rear lights there. So I'm going to have a little bit of wiring to do, but I'm going to wait until I've sprayed it with the bully liner first before I go and do all my wiring, because I'll just be able to, once it's all finished, drill a hole through and she's all sorted. So there we go. I've had a whole bunch of people ask me how much have I spent so far, and I really don't know. I really don't think I want to know how much I'll spend on it, but really it hasn't been that much. It's probably about 5 or 6 grand so far, so I've been pretty happy with it. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone that's been putting videos out on YouTube, giving me inspiration. As I can't even remember the names of any of them, but You're all bloody awesome. What I'll do is I'll post a video when it's all done and gives you a walkthrough then. Rightio, have a good one guys. See you later.